Okay, let's get this next one all in one step. This is example 1B, part 1B. We learned how to take the GCFs out of the pieces that we have. In example 1A, it was 2 pieces. It was 12 and 16. In this case, we have 3 whole pieces. And what's really nice is they already have the GCFs written out for you. You just have to pick what are the same pieces, and they have to be the same for all 3 terms, okay? If you notice that they don't have anything in common, technically they have a 1 in common because 1 can go into everything, okay? But this one does have something in common. So I am seeing a 5, 5, 5. I'm also seeing an XX in both. And that is it. Some pieces have the 2s or -1 or a Y, and we are not going to take those because they have to each be the same. So I see 5, and then these 2 X's multiplied together makes X squared. So the GCF of this one is 5X squared. So I'm going to pop down here and do the next part. As you can see, you have 5X squared that they already took out for you. You have to write what is left. So if you go back up here, like if we're looking at that first term, which was the 20, I see a 2, 2, y, y. So that makes 4, because 2 times 2, and then y times y would be y squared. Okay. In order to check your work, if you multiply those 2 pieces, you should get 20x squared y squared. Excuse me. So next piece. 45. So looking at what's left, I circled the pieces that we used already. I'm seeing a negative. I'm also seeing a 3, 3. 3 times 3 times -1 makes -9. I also see 1y that we didn't use. Okay. And then last piece, I'm seeing a -1 and a 7 that's left over. So that makes -7. Okay. So let's scroll on down. So now all we have to do is write those leftover pieces together in one parentheses. What you're doing is you're taking the 5x squared out of each of the first, second, and third piece, and you're taking it out to the front, okay? Because they all have it in common. It's kind of like being able to distribute it through. So we're just putting it out in the front, knowing that eventually it's going to go to each of the 3 pieces. So that's why we just put those last 3 pieces together like that. So let's write it. 4y squared. And I'm going outside the parentheses, so I'll go ahead and just add that in. Minus 9y minus 7. So if you were to distribute that out, you should get this. If ever you're unsure about your answer, go backwards. See if you can get what you had in the beginning, because it's just reverse distributive property.